From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Diablos. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Been a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jayon Brown able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Catanzaro on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the...
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Zero lining up for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end fan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Diablos 17. Broncos nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Julian Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Winston steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
3rd and long for Winston. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Jones back to the air on 2nd down. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. Throwing again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First down, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fourth down, Winston. And oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A good pickup there at 22. Throwing Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
DeAndre Swift. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Broncos' 4-yard line.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On 2nd and 9, Winston. They still can't get it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a...
And got his man complete.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it.
And touchdown. Henry Ruggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Brissett.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And out. 4th down.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Diablos 34, Broncos nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
To throw, Winston. And Winston lost the football. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action now. Winston. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43.
Yeah, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by one more. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. They run him here with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Here's Winston. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, Winston again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Take over first down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. One last shot now for Winston. That's going to be caught by Judy. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Diablos 47.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.